Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
I'm Margot.
And I'm Miller. You can find us everywhere where you would find like a normal podcast.
A
iTunes.
normal podcast.
Yeah.
They have normal ones and sexy
They
ones.
do.
They have them all.
This is in the sexy iTunes department. You
Yeah.
can find us anywhere. Just search Nerds Who Swing. Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. You can find us.
Twitter everywhere? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're all the places.
We are everywhere you want us to be.
And you, well, I mean,
or we could be.
there's that.
Yeah. Email us at nerdswhoswing@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Email questions,
Yeah.
comments, send in pictures, and you can be on our logo.
That's right. Every episode, we have a contest where you could be in the Nerds Who Swing logo. Go to our Instagram page, and you can find all the past winners of every episode.
They're not all me or
No,
you.
You
There
are
lots
in
of other
some, and
people.
I'm in some, but
Yeah.
that was like the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Now we have all of our sexy listeners
It's so awesome.
giving us their pictures.
It's really,
amazing.
really good.
Yeah.
Now and then they're too sexy, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. I sometimes have to put the words over the titties just so you don't see the nipples, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Keep sending in those nipples, ladies.
Send us your nipples, exactly. Yeah. Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Thanks for listening.
It's nothing you think that turns me on. The last thing I wanna do is listen to you talk. I don't wanna know what you're about. I just want your dirty little mind and your dirty little mouth.
Okay, I just found your podcast. I just listened to where you guys talk about Mexico and the strippers. Anyway, the first part of the podcast sounds so much like my wife and I are now getting to, just like we're now getting to know each other again. Kids are getting older, so it's nice. Anyways, not into the lifestyle yet, but there is hope. Thanks for what you guys do and share. And that's from
Interesting.
Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
He got his wife back.
Yes, he
good.
did. Oh, yeah. I
Spoilers.
got. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that scene,
Yeah.
every time I've seen
Yeah.
it,
I know. The beginning. Yeah.
just to pieces. I can't even, our kids were like, is mom
Yeah.
okay? It's like, mom is not okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Moving
So Mexico and the strippers.
Right.
So that was like episode like
that's
2
like
or something
deep
like that.
cuts.
That's a yeah.
It's way back.
OG Nerds Who Swing.
Yeah. So to recap,
Yeah.
we first sort of started talking about this kind of stuff when we were on vacation.
Right. I think kind of Mexico was the first time where we really talked about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
when we were in the pool, lots of drinks.
And just
And-
time to just be
Yeah.
adults and not
Yeah.
mom and dad and not work stuff and
Yeah.
not like you
All the
have enough
surface level
time to
things you get
really
to-
be
yeah.
like you and what do I actually want?
Right.
What do I want to try? And you have time to do all that, which
Yeah.
is like such a luxury in itself,
For sure.
really.
Yeah.
And then we got all flirty and
Yeah. We're like,
checking out people.
yeah, you want to touch her boobs over there.
Oh,
and I was
remember?
like,
I remember. I still
remember, yeah.
She had a yellow bathing suit. I legit remember.
yeah. I remember that at one point you were like, we need to go back to the room. And I was like, I cannot get out of the pool right now.
It's funny. It's funny. I think it's great if couples talk that way. I also think it's okay if it leads to the lifestyle or if it doesn't.
Yeah, I think so too, because everybody has different levels of what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. So, like, for us, like, we both like the idea of, like, threesomes or, like, groups or, like, just bringing, like, not necessarily, like, not swapping out different people, but just bringing in more people to, like, have fun with. So it's, like, that lined up for the two of us.
Yeah.
And so it made sense.
Yeah.
But
But I think
for
like
other people, it might not be that.
maybe you just like watch porn together sometimes.
Yeah, maybe they're just like, listen, I
go to
would
the strippers
really like
occasionally.
to watch
I don't know.
naked ladies dance on stage with you.
Yeah. Like that's great.
And that's awesome. And maybe that's not like full lifestyle or whatever.
No, but whatever it
like,
sort of takes to give you that like spark of
Yeah.
whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think as long as you're fulfilled and stuff, then that's fine.
Yeah, and you're both like being honest with what you would like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And respecting the other person.
Yeah, like if the other person is
stuff.
like, I don't want to do anything.
Well,
ever.
yeah, then you don't do that thing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean? But if you're having those conversations, there's obviously some interest on both sides.
Right.
Well, it doesn't mean the interest is the exact same or the way it would actually like
Yeah.
develop would be the same.
Yeah.
You probably won't agree on every single thing, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But you can find fun in the parts where you guys cross over,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So I mean, it kind of, he said hopefully, so it kind of sounds like he wants to be in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. It's not going to be fun unless she wants to anyway.
No,
You guys
I mean,
both gotta-
you can't trick somebody into the lifestyle. I think if they seem interested, you can like educate them on the lifestyle.
Yeah, they could try
you can be
things,
like,
but-
I also have found that interesting, so I looked it up.
Right.
Here's what I found, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you can't. Yeah, you can't be like, you can't trick somebody into it.
Yeah.
They have to also want to do it.
But I also think if one person's list of things they want to do is over here and the other person's list of things they want to do is here, there's going to be some crossover, and probably you guys could be pretty happy if you just sort of live in that like crossover space.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you're not doing every single thing on your list or he's not doing every single thing on his, but that's probably fine. I mean, if as long as you're communicating and you're happy, and lists can change over time, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
So
I do think the strippers is a good place to go for that, like starting out.
I think so.
It's like baby steps, like going to watch.
It's just kind of like a
sexy ladies
sexually
dancing and,
charged environment.
Yeah, it's not this exactly the same as like going to a lifestyle event, because like you have to remember that like they're after your money. It's a job for them.
No, I think she liked me for real.
Yeah, but so you have to keep that in mind when you go there. But that doesn't mean it's not fun to go and watch.
No.
Or to get a lap dance or whatever.
As a couple,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
Yeah.
I also think it's kind of cool to just remove some of the like taboos about it. Like
Yeah, that's true.
there's almost sometimes like this weird competitive thing with ladies with other ladies, right?
Right.
Like somehow if you think the stripper is hot, you like me less.
Right.
And that
those two things
doesn't
don't
make
equal,
sense.
Yeah.
But it does kind of.
In your
like
head,
in your
yeah,
head when
yeah.
you're thinking like, oh my goodness, if he thinks she's hot, then I'm not. It doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
well, it's the same
but
thing, yeah, like-
you think all kinds of things that make no sense.
Well, even like if
everybody does.
I'm watching like a stripper, I don't want you, like in my head, I'm like, well, I don't want her to feel like I don't think she's attractive, or
Right.
I'm not into her because I'm watching this other lady with like dance on stage with her.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same thing.
It just leads to a lot of good conversation.
Yeah.
And it's
You can
it's
just
hot
be like,
to
so,
hear your
like-
partner say like,
Yeah. I thought her tits
yeah,
were awesome.
Well, or like a dancer will come on and
Yeah.
if I say something about
Yeah.
like, wow, I really
Yeah.
like whatever,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that was super hot to hear. I'm really
Yeah.
glad we came.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think it leads to some cool, interesting conversation,
I agree.
and it's like hot also.
Yeah. I don't know, like for us, the kind of like we both kind of brought up like what we were interested in and stuff, and then we kind of found out about the lifestyle like after that. Like you had known somebody who was kind of in it, but like
Kind
but
of.
not enough to know like everything about it or anything.
No, and I mean,
You know-
I think everybody sort of knows it exists.
Yeah.
It's not like
But like to know it as the lifestyle and
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
true.
I don't know if people get that far.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really like. There's not really like an easy like question to ask somebody or like a way to bring it up.
yeah.
I don't think. I think you just need to find out what the other person is into, and then see where that kind of goes from there.
I mean, hopefully you're in like a happy, committed relationship when you're bringing up these things.
Right.
Where you're sort of like supported and you're allowed to like float ideas out there and they don't necessarily all pan out, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's important too. Right?
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about one thing, then you can push it a little further and talk about that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Cool.
It is cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Guys.
Thanks, Hawkeye. Yeah.
Don't remember.
That was Hawkeye. Thanks, Hawkeye. All right. You want another question?
Yep.
Okay. This is a short one.
Okay. Yes.
Hi, love the show. Quick question.
Aw.
I don't feel like, or sorry, it should be, I think, in the mood for sex all the time. Will we have issues in the lifestyle? Thanks, Chris Pratt from Jurassic World.
Chris. Well, Chris.
So if you're not in the mood all the time, I think that's pretty common to
No
not
one's
be in the mood all the time. Yeah. I think maybe do they mean like,
I'd like to know
Like
if they meant at lifestyle things, they aren't in the mood. Is that what they?
I'm not sure. Honestly, that's everything that we got. So I'm not totally sure on the context.
Right.
Maybe they mean like maybe it's hard for them to get like in the mood for lifestyle things, or maybe, or no, they're asking if it would be an issue in the lifestyle.
I mean,
So-
I don't think so. I guess it depends. Maybe a week at a lifestyle resort would not be for them.
Right.
Maybe that would feel like you have to be on and into it and stuff, like too much and all the time. Maybe, although I'm sure you don't. You can always go back to your room and chill or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, but like, if you're not into it all the time every day, that doesn't mean that you're not like looking forward to like Saturday night where you get to go to this party or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you'd be fine. I mean,
I think so. I think like you have to remember that like nobody's in like everybody has lives that they have to live, and that you don't get to think about like lifestyle stuff or sex like all
the
day
time.
every day.
Yeah.
Like you have work or family or friends like you have to like
maybe they're
live,
saying like if you go to a club or an event or something, it's not as though you walk in the door and everybody is naked.
No, actually, that's a good point.
Everybody's like fucking right away.
Yeah. No,
and you're
not
like,
at
what
all.
if I'm not ready?
Yeah.
That's not really like even the clubs. There tends to be a separate playroom. I mean, that's for a reason, right? Like you come in, you get a drink, you chat with people, maybe you dance, maybe you kind of, and then you get in the mood.
Yeah.
Like if you're nervous and you're going to a party and you're wondering if your like outfit looks okay and you're fixing your hair and stuff, like probably you're not like in 30 seconds I'm going to be having sex with someone. Like
totally.
Of course not. But you get there, you chat with people, you flirt, you have some drinks, you do some smooching, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm really in the mood.
Yeah, it's not like a hard cut as soon as you walk in and you're like, and now the sex will start.
Also,
like,
you can go and have fun and not have sex.
Absolutely.
If you end up not in the mood and you just sort of watch some stuff and that doesn't really like get you going enough to want to participate, don't. Maybe watching what you watched or participating in whatever maybe small ways you did or some whatever, right? You felt like at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, those are like can be sexy memories and kind of get you going next time if you're not fully into it. So I don't think it would be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think you have to remember that like you don't have to be in the mood all the time. No. You don't have to play at every event. Like, you could just go and have fun and meet people and talk to people. Yeah.
Everybody's just normal human beings.
Yeah.
People get sick. Or people get a weird text message from their friend the minute they walk into a party. Whatever. Yeah. Everybody's different. Or there's like this big work problem. Like, it's not as though... Like, it is a very sexually charged environment. But it's not like everybody has to be porn star level... ready to go as soon as they enter the room. That's not... No, I agree. Way too high of a expectation to put on yourself, I think.
I agree. Totally.
Good.
Thank you, Chris Pratt.
Thank you, Chris Pratt. From Jurassic World?
From Jurassic World.
Interesting.
Whatever your character's name was there.
I like that you didn't give him his...
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. Everybody calls you Chris Pratt. All right. You want a question?
Whatever. Oh, it's supposed to be a comment.
Oh, no, it's a comment. Yeah, sorry, comment. All right, seriously missing the podcast, you two.
Aww.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but there's only one Margot and Miller.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like in the Grinch when his heart breaks.
Yeah, it grows
that measuring device. That's what it feels like my heart is doing. Aww.
Yeah, we're hoping you're having tons of lifestyle experiences and piling up podcast recordings for all of us to enjoy.
Kinda.
Yeah, just wanted to send some love your way. And that's from Thor.
Oh, I already loved you deeply, Thor. And I love you even more deeply.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Frick.
I know, right?
Our listeners are awesome. Fantastic.
I know.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It makes me want to like reach out and say nice things to people more. Because I think we all go throughout our days and you're like, that person was really nice, but maybe you don't do anything about it. Yeah. It just makes me want to like write positive reviews of stuff and let people know how I feel and stuff. I try to do that throughout the day. Like I try to compliment people and stuff, but sometimes, it doesn't happen. But that's just really nice. Oh, Thor.
I agree. That's it.
You're on my keychain.
Oh, that's right.
But
and in my fantasies.
Yeah. Not the keychain.
No.
Just to be clear.
Not the Funko fantasy of Thor?
No, he doesn't have a hammer anymore. His eyes are getting scratched out. I need a new one.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so odd. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, his eye got... Really is. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It was foreshadowing. Yeah. Actually, and the hammer, too. The hammer
that's
also
true.
got broken.
Wow,
oh, my gosh.
That's weird. Maybe they designed him that way.
Maybe.
To have weak eyes and hammers.
They were like, Ragnarok is coming.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Question.
Hey guys, hubby from Miles and Gwen here from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. A married soft swap couple. I just listened to the first episode of Nerds. It's gotta be a delivery. Somebody just rang our door.
Go get it.
I don't want to get it.
Oh, okay. Then don't.
I
Tell me
won't.
something you ordered.
I think it's actually cat food, probably.
Oh my god. Sorry. I know we're really pouring on the sexy.
Yeah, okay. One more time. I just listened to my first episode of NerdsWhoSwing and really enjoyed it. It struck close to home because we also find ourselves taking breaks or having gaps in the lifestyle throughout the years. There are no specific reasons for our gaps. We are currently pregnant, so it's a big reason.
For sure.
But usually it's just attributed to laziness or being busy with other things. Just wanted to say that your show was great, and I can't wait to start from the beginning and catch up.
Oh, nice.
And that's from Miles and Gwen.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, pregnancy in the lifestyle is something that we've never had to deal with personally.
No.
I've seen it, though. Like, I've seen pregnant ladies at events and stuff. I'm sure it's just a real personal decision as to whether you play or not while pregnant, or to the level of which you play while pregnant. But yeah, cool. That's nice to know that other people have gaps.
Yeah, we had a couple comments from people who liked that episode talking about gaps,
good.
and it's hard sometimes if you're a parent to because you can't go out every weekend.
It's almost like, so
like-
you're not part of the lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, and
You're like, I am, I swear.
yeah, and I think people in the lifestyle they don't get mad at you for not coming out. At least the people we've run into, they're all
but-
super supportive and everything, and
Yeah.
they're understanding. Or at least they say they are.
We just always put out there, like, keep inviting us. One day we'll come.
Yeah.
And we always just make sure it's like, it's not because we're not interested. It's
Yeah.
just because we don't have whatever it is.
Yeah,
time
exactly.
Or that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool.
Good comment. It's nice to know that other people have that as well. Margot, I got a question for you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This is just for me.
No, it's for both of us.
Oh, no, too bad. It was me. Back off. This is my
right.
question.
My partner and I are super, super new to this. Like, haven't done anything but attended events. And I just wanted to thank you for the podcast because we relate to both of you in so many ways. It really helps with newbie fears.
Nice.
Sorry. I want to know, or I want to, if sense the body. I guess I wanted to know, since you do the podcast, do more people around you know about your lifestyle? I've tried looking for pictures of you, but can't find any. Do you do that? Like, my biggest fear is that people around me finding out what I do. I'm in a professional job and actually in media often. I'm trying to figure out how to keep everything anonymous, but to be able to relax and make friends. The last thing I need is a picture for pictures or searches of my name leading back to these sites.
Right.
Thank you in advance. Always thanks for sharing your experiences.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. That's, I think, a pretty common thing,
Yeah.
especially when you're starting out and everything feels real scary.
Yes, I agree.
You feel like if you do something once, everyone will know.
Yeah.
And that's not really the case, but that's not to say that those fears are unfounded. I get it. I totally get it. I don't want our, parents to know, or, that kind of thing. I think that's fair.
I agree.
I think it's different for everybody. Some people, even their vanilla friends and things, know, even though they're not part of that, section of their lives.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the person. I definitely understand the work thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because I'm in a
Depending.
pretty professional situation as well.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
want
in
people at work to know.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, for us, we don't, we do have social media accounts for us. We don't post any pictures of our faces on there.
That's part of it, yeah. And we only friend people we already know.
Yeah.
We've met at an event or
exactly.
something like that. So you'd have to sort of know us already, I guess.
Yeah. And even on the dating kind of sites that we've tried or apps, we don't put our face photos as our profile picture. we don't put like our like my cock isn't like
Yep.
our profile picture either.
All day.
But like we find a happy medium,
Right.
and we only send face pictures to people who we're chatting with or like are potentially like interested in meeting.
Right. Also, I think the apps thing worries me a bit less because if someone stumbled across our picture on an app, they are also on that app.
True.
So why are they on there if we're on there, you know?
Yep.
There's that. And then also, there is a bit of a difference, and part of it is just stigma, and that's kind of silly. But anyway, if a vanilla friend saw your picture for whatever reason on some app, and they were like, dude, what's this about? We like to have threesomes sometimes. I don't know. Like, that seems to be a somewhat socially accepted thing. And I'm not arguing either side of that. I'm just saying the way it feels in the world. So, like, we were feeling crazy one night, and we thought we'll make a profile and maybe we'll have whatever. I feel like that's a bit more accessible to people, where they'd be like, that's crazy, and you'd be like, totally, and then you'd move on, right? Whereas like, oh, we're in the lifestyle and we go to events and we meet other people. That seems like a really big step for some people to take and understand, and that's okay. Everybody kind of understands things in their own time. And if they're not interested, that's fine.
Yeah, totally.
They're not in it. We are. But I think there are sort of ways to get around the whole topic. Like, you don't have to put yourself out there too much in the world as a swinger. No. If you don't want to.
No, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, like, we don't even use like our personal Facebook accounts. We have a joint shared account that we use for that. Yeah. So that's how we keep it separate.
I would say have a separate social media account, have a separate email address. I wouldn't put your phone number on many things until you sort of already knew the people. And don't do face pictures until it's someone you already know.
Yeah, I agree.
That would help. All those things would help.
Yeah.
Most of what she's saying, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
And I also think some of it is the stigma.
Yep.
And part of me wants to stand up and be a vocal voice for the lifestyle, because I don't feel like there should be a stigma, because what the fuck does it matter to you what we're doing in our own bedroom and how the types of sex we like to have? That has nothing to do with anybody.
No.
People don't advertise that they aren't swingers. So why would it, why do I need to have a press release to let you know that I am? It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
So part of me wants that, but I get it. Like, and then I go to a council meeting at my kid's school, and suddenly I'm that mom or something, and there's weirdness. Like, I get it. You want to keep it separate. I do too.
Stupid reasons.
Yeah.
And
they'll make up things, and they'll elaborate on things that don't make any sense. So I totally get it.
As much as you want to hope or wish the world isn't like that.
Yeah.
It can be like that sometimes. So like, you don't have to. You can totally use your own personal pages. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are in a situation where your life, could be like affected by people knowing, then, it's not a bad idea to have a bit of separation.
I think work seems to be a pretty easy way to keep a separation, I think, but it depends. If you work with a lot of people you're quite close friends with, then that becomes kind of muddies those waters a little bit, right?
I agree. Especially if they're hot.
Especially then it is very confusing. But I guess I really wouldn't want our families to know, for example. But then at the same time, our families don't need to know anything about our
I don't know about
sex lives either. So
I know
what's
nothing
the
about any of their sex lives, so why should they care at all about ours?
Right.
But
if it questions your, like, if your boss or something, I don't know, and then there's weirdness at work and stuff, that's the different thing, because that really threatens your whole livelihood and stuff.
Exactly.
That's different. If you have kind of some weirdness because one of your cousins saw you on an app or something, that's uncomfortable, but it's like, at best, it's sort of a rumor at that point, right? Like a family rumor where it's like, I think maybe they're, and it's all very like hush hush and
Well, and on like Facebook, if you join a group, they're private groups.
Yeah,
like, people can't see that you're part of the group or what you post in those groups. So it's not like you need to be worried like that.
Yeah.
For Facebook, anyways. I mean, on other like Adult Friend Finder or any of the other kind of like networking sites, I mean, just don't use your real name in your like profile.
Yeah, you could do that. Like, you could just put like, I don't know.
Sexy couple, 37.
Right, exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Just put a profile picture like that, right? And
Yeah.
sorry, a picture of not your faces and a name that doesn't even have names in it. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, exactly.
or like
Yeah.
the city you're in or something, you know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
California couple, whatever the thing is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would work too.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope that like sufficiently answers your question.
I think so.
Okay.
But if not, let us know. Who was that from again?
I don't know.
That was from... Oh, I don't know. I didn't give that person a name. Oh, no.
That was from Moana.
Moana. Thank you, Moana.
Sexy Moana.
Yes, Moana.
I don't know. I don't know why that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Moana, yeah.
It's not the way you think that turns me on. The last thing I wanna do is listen to you talk. I don't wanna know what you're about. I just want your dirty little mind and your dirty little mouth.
Yeah, now it's on.
Oh shit. That was really sad, by the way, when we saw him in Wilfred. That bummed me out.
I forgot that he was in that episode. That he was on
That
the
must
show
have
at
been
all.
like right before.
Well, what year did he die in?
It's been a couple. It's just sad. Anyway, I miss Rob
If you could
Williams.
figure out which episode. Oh, yeah, who we're talking about. Yeah.
It's Rob Williams.
Rob Williams, yeah.
Sorry.
Way to fuck
I
that up, Margo.
That bummed me out. That made
Yeah.
me sad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I totally forgot he was
this
in
has
that.
nothing to do with
no,
it.
I know.
Cut,
Okay.
cut, hard cut. New episode. Go.
Hard cut. Deep cut. Margo.
Ladles deep.
Ladle deep. Yeah, we're going ladle deep this episode, Margo.